Greetings, denizens of the tri-state area. Jacob Weil here.
And Blue Dragon 5.
And Dragon, I know what we're going to do today. That's right. With the revival of my favorite cartoon, Phineas and Ferb, officially upon us, Dragon and I are once again firing up the Recap-inator and discovering the series anew, hopefully making new summer memories along the way. And that's right, folks. It's the penultimate set of season 5 with Elevator Irritator and Master of Fate. All right, so we kind of have a bottle episode with this one, don't we, Dragon?
Yeah.
So, well, an elevator episode, but you know what I mean by bottle episode.
Yep.
So, what were your thoughts on Elevator Irritator?
I enjoy a bottle episode.
I do. I also enjoy bottle episodes.
So I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Bottle episodes are usually ways to save money in creative ways.
Yeah.
Like Wander Over Yonder had an interesting bottle episode where it's takes place in a gas station, and the objective is to actually get a bottle of soda.
There were some of those famous bottle episodes, All in the Family.
Yeah, that too.
There's the big episode, of course, post the Oscars, they had a nice tribute for him, Rob Reiner. It was the episode where Archie and Mike are trapped in the basement together.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, really, I guess actually, I forget if it was at this point, I forget if, I assume it was the basement. There was a chance it could have been the bar that Archie had the bar at this point. He was at the bottom of it with Archie. It's I can't recall because I know there was, I forget if they were getting drunk in that episode, and I think they were, but I can't remember.
All right, well,
there's another episode early in All in the Family. It's a similar premise, but it's not a bottle episode. Like Archie gets stuck in the basement, and I think the repair guy opens the door. He's a black guy, and the gag is, the gag is he's begging God for help, and the black man opens the door and says, I know not what I've said, where he said all his bigotry. He's like, oh God, so much trouble.
All right.
So, anyway.
Yep. There is drinking in this episode, just not alcoholic.
That's true. Well, as far as we know.
Yeah, but I'm fairly certain.
Yeah. I mean, Doofenshmirtz is often uncoordinated, so it would provide an explanation. He could be pulling a Meredith from The Office.
Or Mrs. Pataki.
Well, that too.
With her smoothies.
Yes, her smoothies. Do you hear the quotes?
Yes. You could probably hear mine too.
Yeah.
The smoothies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe Doof is drinking a smoothie for all we know.
It's possible.
All right, so Dragon, why don't you start us off? What starts the episode with Candace pestering Linda?
As she often does, but not for the usual thing. Not about the boys this time. She desperately needs her dangly hoop earrings.
Yep, which is a nice callback.
Yes.
But Linda, knowing Candace is in a hurry, intentionally takes her time to tell her where they are.
Yeah. Linda's evil.
Yeah, but then she's like, I look good in these, right? And then after just a couple seconds of hesitation, she decides not to wear them.
Yeah, to be fair, they look really flattering on her.
Yeah, they did. They didn't really look that good.
Yeah. Anyway, so Candace is on a time crunch. She's got 30 minutes.
And so she needs to go to the mall to get new earrings, and then because she is meeting up with Jeremy for the Tiny Cowboy farewell concert. Thus, she needs new earrings, but the boys want to go too. And why do the boys want to go?
The Enchinita Man.
And Echidna Man.
Echidna Man. Sorry, it's been a while. I have it written down. I forgot how to do it phonetically.
That's all right. It's a hard thing to say.
Yeah.
The echidna is also, funnily enough, the only other mammal that can lay eggs.
I've always had this weird hang up about eggs.
How so?
No, I'm just saying with Perry.
All right.
I'm saying like the semi-aquatic animals that lay eggs. They have this weird interest in them.
Yep, they do.
Yeah.
I mean, what can I say? Maybe a kid does do more than platypi, because you know what they say about platypi.
They don't
Platypus.
do very much.
Platypeople? You know what
I
I
know.
mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They don't do very much.
Yep.
But if we could learn more about them by putting our minds into robotic semi-aquatic bodies, imagine what we could learn. Imagine the hijinks and the environmentalism that could ensue, Jacob. Imagine it.
The dragon, do you mean
we could feed John Ham to a shark?
Hey, dragon, do you mean put this into this?
Yeah, kind of like Avatar.
But it's nothing like Avatar.
All right, if you say so. But something close to that may or may not have widespread effects on Pixar as we know it. But anyway.
Put this into this.
Yeah. This into this.
This into this.
You can tell, folks, we're hopping mad, and it's not even Easter yet.
Nope. We're hopping mad for hoppers.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, go watch it.
Yes, go see it now. Just stop the podcast. We'll understand. Go see the movie, then hit the play button after the fact.
Yep. And when you're done, watch our stream about it.
Yeah.
Because it's good. Because it's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Both the movie and our stream.
So Candace is in a hurry.
Yeah, she's in a hurry, and so she tells the boys not to get in. She doesn't want to see them get into any crazy shenanigans. Remember that wording for later.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because you know what they say, Dragon. Once you shenan once, you're gonna shenan again.
What? No.
Sorry.
Where's the thing?
And I wasn't gonna do it this time.
Oh.
That's all right. See, there we go.
All right.
I was hoping for at least a pity laugh.
Well, no, it's because I was waiting. I didn't want to laugh over the thing. That's why.
All right.
It was funny. I just didn't want to. I thought you were going to do the snare drum thing.
Sorry.
I was going to laugh afterwards, but now it's just kind of moot.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. This is why we rehearse.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, so things seem to be going well. Candace times out her venture to get the new earrings, trying to leave Phineas and Ferb behind. Unfortunately, fortunately for her, they have to follow her because they're all going in the same direction.
Yep. Meanwhile, Perry the Platypus.
Yep.
So he has to take the litter box lair entrance.
Dang it, Carl! Not everything has to be a lair entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. And you know what that means, Dragon?
Yep.
Dang it, Carl.
There we go. We haven't had one of these in a while, have we?
No.
At least it's been a couple episodes, so.
Maybe.
So, Dragon, who among these would make the mistake of making a lair entrance out of a litter box?
I think Carl from Johnny Bravo would absolutely come. He's a smart guy. He invents things. I think this is something he would absolutely do, not realizing the grossness or not being bothered by the grossness. I think he would do it. Maybe Carl Fowley from As Told by Ginger. Maybe.
And we know Carl Fowley would probably have a toll booth on it.
Yeah.
So, as for
Carl Weezer, maybe. Just maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
So, what about who? The rest of them probably would just look at it and be like, "Ew, gross."
I think Carl Bowman would have enough sense of, no way am I going to design something like that. Come on.
And Carlos from Magic School Bus would at least find it funny.
Yeah, Carl from SpongeBob, I don't think he'd do it either.
Yeah, me neither. Neither would Moss or Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah. Combat Carl would have to, but that's not his fault.
Well, one of them does race from a sandbox.
That's the thing. So, I mean, it's kind of,
Hey, is that one of the toys? Is he one of the toys that raises from the sandbox at the end of the first Toy Story?
Well,
I mean, I know because I know he raises from the ground. I don't know if he does from the sandbox.
well, it's kind of. So initially, when they were doing the first Toy Story movie, the third act, we do the big Sid's toys get revenge scene.
Like we toys see everything.
So leading up to the everything, or I guess maybe time to round it, like the way it was originally board. So the original boards, which you can find, and it's on probably on YouTube, but as well as like it's on the Blu-rays and the DVDs, etc.
Not on Disney Plus though. I'm guessing.
Not on Disney Plus. Most places, not there, which is just a shame for Disney Plus. Wait, I want to see the Toy Story bonus features. Why don't you go to our streaming service? Not there. Where is it? YouTube? Is that free? Let's do that.
Yep. So as you were saying,
So as I was saying, so originally all the toys, all of Sid's toys, I think this was before like the ones originally either Woody by himself, but eventually it was like Woody with a Linda Hamilton Barbie. It was originally supposed to be a Linda Hamilton Barbie, but they couldn't clear the rights to Barbie. Was going to take him outside to save Buzz. So the rest of the toys in Sid's room did not show up. Anyway, so at some point, Woody was there, and in the original boards, a lot of the toys they kind of rose up from the ground, from the sandbox, and just from the ground itself. And they couldn't, I don't know if it was pure. I think from a staging, again, they added more characters from the room going with them in the first place, and beyond that, technically, it was really difficult to do. So that's why, if you notice, we have a few come out from the sandbox, toys that are not super difficult to do with, because we have like a not a Tonka truck, but it's a remote control, like a red truck kind of comes up from the sandbox. Maybe another toy. Combat Carl comes out from the there's like a mud puddle, and what they did there is they applied a shader. They upscaled the size of a Green Army man, and they colored him and shaded him in mud. So technically, that's a Combat Carl.
okay.
Like a drowned, like with a nail through the head or something. It's like kind of like it's a Combat Carl. So he does kind of raise from the ground, but I don't think he's one of the sandbox guys, if memory serves. But originally he was, though.
Okay.
There you go. There's an obscure Toy Story fun fact no one cares about.
Yeah, it is. Well, I found it pretty interesting.
All right.
Like so Monogram makes Carl clean up the mess.
As he should.
Yep. So, using an industrial cleaner, which is just Carl with a dustpan.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yep.
All right, so the Googleplex Mall, everyone ends up at this elevator. They're all going at the same time. Phineas, Ferb, and Candace head to the elevator.
And then
meanwhile, Doofenshmirtz, he's exiting an elevator, and
he has a random-inator, which Perry just breaks immediately.
Which, in all fairness, Perry was very reckless in what he was doing here.
Yeah, Perry was kind of.
He has no reason to be in a hurry. Candace is the one in a hurry.
And Perry kind of causes the problems, almost all of the issues in this episode.
Oh yeah.
It's like he's the one who broke the inator. He's the one who had trouble getting it back, and he could have escaped the laser at any time.
Let's face it, half the time Perry causes these problems when he doesn't have to, because the Doofenshmirtz plans aren't really all that unjust or just evil. They're just like, inconvenient to one person who may or may not have it coming.
So, Dragon, what did you make of Schmertz?
Schmertz? Oh yes, Schmertz.
His new fashion line.
Yeah, this scheme for Schmertz, the fact that it was a kiosk cracked me up.
So his plan was to take all the electrical power away from each of the stores, so everyone would be forced to shop at his kiosk.
Yeah.
And it's this very, very strange fashion designs.
And this was something kind of with the reboot, well, I guess the revival, that we called out, where, the dying mall culture, which since Phineas and Ferb started with the Googleplex Mall, the Googleplex Mall now is not as thriving as it once was.
Yep.
So again, it's a nice little update on that, which is accurate. I just got back from the mall today.
There's still like a big outdoor mall near me that I frequent.
An outdoor mall?
Well, it's more like it's more like a big shopping center, but it's called it is called a mall.
Hmm.
It is like a mall.
Okay.
But it's like a huge shopping complex.
Hmm.
Like where you walk around the different stores, and it even has like there's a food court and that's like an indoor AMC, if that makes sense.
Well, I would hope the AMC is indoor.
But what I mean is it's part of the mall itself. It's not a separate building.
Okay.
It's literally like on the second floor of the mall itself.
That sounds beyond awesome.
It is pretty neat. It is pretty dang cool.
Yeah, I remember when they were doing the Fantastic Four movie, the original one, the Roger Corman one. It almost screened at a mall just like that.
Huh. Nice.
Maybe it was your mall. I don't know.
It was in Ohio. Who knows?
That's possible. The point being, they were going to do a mall screening, but then like literally some representative prevented the footage, like stole the footage.
I thought it was supposed to be like an ashcan copy that they made so they could retain copyright or something like that.
Oh, do you mean the whole movie in the first place?
Yeah.
Well, Jacob, there's this documentary I highly recommend. You can find it very easily. I think it should still be on Amazon, but if not, it's like going to be on a free streaming service sometime. Maybe Tubi, but who knows? It's called Doomed.
Doomed?
Yes, Doomed. The story of the Roger Corman Fantastic Four. I'm blanking on the specifics of the title, but it's called Doomed. The story of Roger Corman's Fantastic Four. I'm pretty sure is what it's called.
The Untold Story of Roger Corman's The Fantastic Four.
That's the one. Love that documentary. It's great. I think I actually backed. It was a Kickstarter thing. I think I backed it, so I have like a physical copy of the movie as well.
And apparently, it is on Tubi.
There you go. So again, strongly recommend it.
I also found, this isn't a documentary, but I found Hardware Wars on Tubi as well.
Nice.
You know, like that old parody of Star Wars.
Right.
So
anyway, so in Doom they kind of cover that the whole documentary gets into the whole like, was it supposed to be actually released, or was it planned to be like the ashcan copy from the start, and they kind of get into the semantics there, and like some people knew what was going on, a lot of people did not know what was going on, and so it was supposed to be, for a moment it almost was released because not everyone was told the same story, and it's I don't want to bore you with all the details, but it's a really good story. It's worth looking into.
All right. So due to Perry's own shenanigans, everybody gets locked in an elevator.
Yes. Yes.
Perry causes everybody's problems here. Let's be honest.
Bad platypus.
Yep.
Naughty semi-aquatic mammal. Bad.
Oh, Dragon, before we move on, who is running Doof's kiosk in his absence?
Norm.
This is like, I do not understand fashion trends.
No, he doesn't.
Or like, this is the song my dad gave me. Yeah, we gotta love Norm, right, Dragon?
Yep, I love that.
Since when did Perry jump into situations without thinking? Like, he does that more often than we think.
Oh yeah.
It's like he didn't even know what it did, but he tried to stop it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The next episode kind of contradicts this in a way.
Yeah.
So I think probably one of the funniest parts of this is when Doofenshmirtz and Candace interact. Like Candace is naturally panicking, and she accidentally tears out the emergency phone.
I love this joke. So she gets through to the other side. She's like talking to Doofenshmirtz, not knowing who it is, but it's like, hey, our emergency phone's not working. Just I pull in, I unplugged the emergency phone. Okay, and so they just instantly he does the same exact thing. He rips out the emergency phone. Like, why did you have me do that? Idiot. Just, oh my God, I was laughing so hard at just stupidity.
And he did it on purpose.
Yep. Baffled, but did it on purpose.
Yep, he's like, why did you have me do that?
This is why his doctorate was procured not through a medical school.
Well, hell yeah. If you can go to, just because you're educated doesn't mean you're intelligent.
That's true.
I mean, look at all the people claiming to be doctors, and people's like, I went to college. You know, all the planktons out there.
Yep, just like so.
Like, I went to college. All right, so Doof is also in a hurry because he drank all of his soda.
Yes, he did, and he's gonna regret that.
Yep,
Well, I think Perry more so, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So Candace obviously is in a hurry, and the boys actually sing about various ways to pass the time in an elevator.
Mm-hmm. Which is the whole thing with the boys is very reminiscent of the the imagination, kind of box from SpongeBob.
Yep, thinking inside the box.
Yep.
All right, where is it? Here I am.
Not him.
In the end, Squidward was the one with the most imagination.
That's true.
And where did it land him, Dragon?
At the dump.
At the dump. Yep. Kind of sad if you think about it, but also hilarious.
It's also where SpongeBob's art career took him as well.
To the dump, to the dump, to the dump, 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 to the dump, to the dump, to the dump, dump, dump. Also because of Squidward.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just gives all the glory to the janitor.
You, sir, are the greatest artist who ever lived. It's great.
Was that D. Bradley Baker as that guy?
I have no idea, but it probably could be.
I've been rewatching Kids Next Door. I'm almost done, and I tell you, just
he voices like half the kids next door.
That's not more like all the adults. He's pretty much all the adults. The voice of number 1 is also the voice of number 2.
Yeah,
So that guy's almost half.
Ben Diskin.
Yeah, Ben Diskin. Anyway, but yeah, the D. Bradley Baker, man, it's kind of like Clone Wars. Those shows we so sunk with that D. Bradley Baker.
Like he voices quite a few characters. Like they reuse it. Definitely, obviously number 4, but
yeah, I mean, he's several hundred hamsters. He has to do all the animal sounds. He's the Toilinator.
Yep. who in the comics reveals actually number 4's uncle.
Yep. It's still funny.
Yep, which means technically all of Sector V is related to villains.
Oh yeah, but just still just hilarious.
Yep.
Here's how that works.
Yep.
Good. Anyway.
Yep. So, right, D. Bradley Baker. Unfortunately we've never taken any moments to appreciate him, but he deserves his moment in the sun too.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, he carried a lot of Clone Wars, and even he voiced all of the Bad Batch too.
Debatably, D. Bradley Baker, one of the most versatile voice actors in the business because of that.
Yeah, and like I said, look at like the Bad Batch. He voiced all 5 of the main characters except for Omega.
I mean, he's like one of the most hardworking voice actors in that regard. That he's had to voice the same character with different permeations and clones of the same character, and do the animal sounds, and again, we'll take a show like Kids Next Door and all these characters that he has to play. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, it's like he's fantastic. He's like he's someone I really want to meet.
Well, yeah, you probably should.
Unfortunately, he hasn't come to any of the conventions I am.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's tired, Jacob, from all the voice acting.
He does offer online classes, though, I think.
Yeah, see, he's doing all this, and you wanna drag the poor guy in there, give him carpal tunnel, just so you can tell him that he's cool.
I mean, I'd tell him more than that.
Right.
but and I don't even know if he does cons. I should have asked Vincent, David, or Allison when I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, anyway, but meeting him would be great.
Yeah.
So, all right. And so Candace actually tells the boys to actually, why aren't you doing anything? You told us not to do anything. Like, no, I told you I don't want to see you doing anything. And so, what do, Dragon? Nobody actually knows yet. Right?
Right.
It's like apparently there's an elephant. They get an elephant in there somehow.
Well, we should also mention that the Ferb made her some nice earrings, which were, it's a good gesture.
They have some made out of paper clips and soda bottle caps.
Yeah. So we had that, and we had Candace is just getting to the whole, like, we have Phineas again. They have the whole oblivious argument with Phineas, where it's like the SpongeBob thing of like, okay, all these times, like, genuinely oblivious, or is it at a point where like he's self-aware of the driving the other character crazy? In this case, it's like just the pure obliviousness. He's saying, well, Candace, you're welcome to join us anytime you want.
And he's like, it was like, you always seem to be mad, or like when we do try to do something cool.
Yeah.
But as they're working, Candace actually goes into her reason as to why she goes out of the way to get them in trouble.
And of course, the boys don't hear any of this. Where it's like, I'm worried because you're so, you're kids and you're in danger when you do this stuff. And of course, doesn't concern them at all. They don't hear any of this. They don't care.
No, we don't care.
We don't care. We're just gonna have fun.
Yeah, well, we can. Hey, hold on.
We don't care.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd get busted. Also, some of the things you do seem really dangerous. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. And of course, they don't hear anything.
And then there's pants ripping, and you do care, and big hugs, and it's a whole.
It's like that's good. Like,
these were white
ones. I got him. Oh god. That's disturbing.
I love they wait until like the last moment for that joke too.
It's like pink, yellow. No. You do care. And then it's like, let's go, pal. These were white when I bought them.
If all the celebrity beefs could be solved that way.
Like just seeing each other in matching underwear.
Yep.
And and Dan did write that episode too, so there is that. So there's a connection to this show.
There you go.
Yep.
I think that's what happened when Dan and Swampy had their first argument.
You do like they suddenly get buff and then they start wrestling each other.
Exactly. I think they rip off the shirts and they're jacked and they're wrestling and and I think Swampy's like licking Poffmeyer's foot.
Oh god.
Ah!
Forget the chum bucket. This is personal. That is one of the
best. And he erases like the Swampy on the name. My name's not Jeff.
Like, and I've mentioned this since the show. Today's the last day Bob Iger is the tomorrow's taking over.
That is correct.
Yeah. And speaking of that's probably one of, if not my favorite episode of SpongeBob.
The Fry Cook games?
Yes.
It's good.
It is. It's
I love the ice cream dive.
Oh, that is great. And of course, like, fish sticks, get your fish sticks here.
So dark.
Yeah. Like, if not my favorite, it's at least my top 5. It's in my top 5.
Yeah. My favorite, it's so hard to nail down the favorite. I think my favorite's I really love One Bite. I still really love it.
Just One Bite.
I still love Just One Bite. That and pickles are like some of the. I love that. I love Just One Bite, pickles, and
the first 3 seasons are like basically all bangers.
You can't miss. But here's the thing: all of mine involve the Krusty Krab. I can easily narrow them down. That's not even. I'm not trying to knock the other ones. The Krusty Krab is always, to me, the SpongeBob show, because of the pilot. Fundamentally, is him at the Krusty Krab. Like that's SpongeBob at its core. And the Help Wanted, I still think SpongeBob is one of the best pilots in animation. One of the best, in terms of kind of like, not counting. Well, technically, Batman has a pilot, but not like like a episode one premisey kind of pilot. Just more of like this is like the best like kind of like a proof of concept pilot.
Like, you mean Leather Wings?
Yeah, with On Leather Wings, which is great. I'm just saying it's not like they didn't have the luxury. But I can do the origin episode kind of a thing.
Yep.
Superman had that luxury. Superman had Last Son of Krypton, like 3 parts.
And that was good too.
Yeah. So there's different ways to approach this sort of thing. Anyway, as far as like the more lighthearted kind of cartoons go, like SpongeBob they nailed it right from the outset. So Help Wanted, Pickles. I love Pickles. It's a western essentially.
Bubble
I
Bass.
love that. Yeah.
And you know who voiced Bubble Bass?
Yes, I do. D. Bradley Baker.
Yep.
Who apparently was a closeted nostalgia critic fan the whole time.
Yep, apparently.
Anyway.
Dave Baker also voices a lot of characters in that show too.
Oh yeah, does he? Yeah.
I think Perch Perkins is another one. I think he does.
Oh, I remember. Anything for you, Perch.
So and if I remember correctly, he also voiced Squilliam.
Yes.
So yeah, he's all over the place.
Yep.
If you name a show, he's probably done at least something in it.
Oh yeah. Well, even if he hasn't done a voice, he's done a sound effect. Man, it's him and Frank Welker. They are the sound effects guys.
Yeah, who's gonna take over when they leave? When they gone?
I don't want to think about that now.
Don't either, Dragon.
God, I mean, Frank Welker is one thing, but now you're trying to kill off D. Bradley Baker. What's wrong with you?
I'm speaking hypothetically.
How dare you try and kill Perry the Platypus, Jacob? I thought that shirt was a lie.
I'm not trying to kill him off.
And anyway,
so then as it turns out, the boys went all Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to get Candace to the concert on time.
Yes, I love every time we hit in media we do the Great Glass Elevator. So I really like this.
Yep, and to this day they still haven't adapted Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator.
How does that story go anyway?
Honestly, I'm not sure.
See that we keep looking backwards and we readapt it. Why don't we do the sequel?
Well, but I think that's the only reason they didn't do that one originally was because Roald Dahl didn't like the original adaptation.
No, Roald Dahl doesn't like anything.
No, I'm not gonna confirm or deny that.
He rarely likes anything.
Like I said, I can't speak on that. I'm not entirely sure.
Anyway, the point being, yes, we kind of pull a Great Glass Elevator escape.
Doofenshmirtz and Perry get that. Well, Perry escapes. Perry escapes using his laser, which he could have done at any time.
Doofenshmirtz absolutely is right. Perry's really off his game in this episode. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Then a kid is like playing with the Irritator, which almost kills Perry.
Yep. Almost.
Yep.
Is it that time, Dragon? Or are you gonna wait?
Yes, Jacob, it is that time.
Well then, Dragon. It's
Gritty Reboot time.
Yeah, kid almost crushes Perry under an elevator.
Perry or Doofenshmirtz?
Perry.
Right, it was Perry. I just wanted to make sure, because I remember Doofenshmirtz is he was almost get crushed on the top. He had go inside the elevator and was rocketing up and down.
Yep, that is what happened.
Yeah,
but Perry almost got crushed with it coming down.
that's true. So a small child killed the platypus, killed an animal, squished the platypus, to use a more recent euphemism for death.
Squished.
Well, it would have been accurate in this case. Almost squished the platypus.
It's
would have been a gross pulpy hat.
Finger to the throat means death.
Yes.
Metaphor.
Yeah.
You'll find out what that means if you watch Hoppers.
Yeah. You'll never watch The Devil Wears Prada the same way again.
Oh, God.
You'll think that's how that movie should have ended.
with
No Devil Wears Prada 2.
well, there actually is a Devil Wears Prada.
I know, that's what I'm saying. There would be no Devil Wears Prada 2 if it ended the way.
Unless it just had Anne Hathaway.
But yeah. But Tucci could still be in it.
Well, but then it wouldn't be the Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It would be Tucci makes a sandwich. So.
Hey, I did a Tucci sandwich.
Have you heard about Tucci and the sandwiches?
No.
Yeah, Tucci wrote his biography. Is basically like memories through food, and like a big opening chapter is like his grandmother, or if it was his mother, his grandmother making him a sandwich.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Doesn't say it's about like all the love and the memories over food.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, kid almost.
You know who would love that book?
Who?
Freakazoid.
Yes.
Because he loves a good sandwich. If we learned anything from the Hero Boy episode.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, in the meantime, folks, while we're waiting for Freakazoid on Tubi, it is coming on. Me Toons, the TV network.
That is nice.
Yeah, along with all these. So basically, Me Toons is kind of the same premise as Tubi for the most part. It's not every show, but like a lot of similar ones, like Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice has to still be added, I guess. But a lot of the stuff that is either on Tubi or will be coming to Tubi is on Me Toons, like Freakazoid right now, The Mask, the animated series, and like some of the classics as well, Flintstones and the Jetsons, and Beetlejuice that comes on there.
Unfortunately, it's not a streaming site, the streaming service, though.
That's true. So, bummer.
So
okay.
They have to watch it on schedule.
Yeah. I will say this, though. Here's something you can stream that's really good. Unrelated. Primal.
Yeah.
The season finished.
And I hope there's going to be a season 4.
I hope so, too. But that's the thing. The way Gendy keeps ending these, it's like, you can go home happy with each of these endings. It's like, well, after season 1. Season 1 was a cliffhanger. Season 2, season 3, they didn't have to come back for more. There is room, though, and it's been pretty smart about that. Where I think I think that again, adults would be foolish not to give Gendy a blank check. Frankly, just let the man make his cartoons. That's all you need to do with Gendy. Here's the thing: Gendy had so many great projects that have not been picked up as well, and unfortunately, the one we picked up and we defended, got to see the light of day was. Well, frankly, it was kind of crap. But everything else, though, really good. I mean, like the Black Knight footage that was put out there, that I would have loved to have seen that developed.
Well, for all we know, that could have been just cool and not even that good. For all we know,
you're right. It's possible, but we don't know.
But it does deserve to be seen.
It looked really. I mean, it was like footage. It was like test footage to be picked up. But
But Tartakovsky, he's always full of ideas.
I mean, look, Tarkovsky, to his credit, he's had like one, he's had one clunker. Everything else has been either really good or at least, well received enough. Like look at Hotel Transylvania. I think there's an audience for it. I like it around Halloween, and some people either like it, some people don't. But aside from that, it's hit after hit with that guy. And then you have Fixed, which is not good. Universal, just not good. Well animated, but not good.
Some people think it's just okay.
All right, fine. You can see it as okay, sure. I don't know.
Again, it's all a matter of perspective.
I'll admit, okay, Fixed is more a taste thing, but I have not come across a person who genuinely likes it. Or at least for me, it's the conflict of. I respect the work that he put into this. I really do, and he really went for it. And it's very filthy, but it's just I don't think the story was all there, and I think it shows. I think it went too far when we didn't have to.
Well, it is a good reminder that Tartakovsky can do broad comedy.
That's true. I mean, look, he should be able to do whatever he wants to.
So, and I'm not saying he should have. I'm not saying he should have like carte blanche.
I don't know. I think he's earned carte blanche. I mean,
he's. Like I said, I'm good. He's doing pretty good for himself, it seems.
Yeah.
And Primal's basically sweeps any year it comes out. So
I was shocked by how I wasn't worried about Primal season 3, but it was like this wonderful place of like I wonder where the heck he's going to go with this. And
And
where he went with it was fantastic.
the genius about Primal is that there's no end to what kind of stories can be told in that with that kind of thing.
Very true.
So
3 was a thing of beauty, though, I will tell you that much.
yeah, I still need to get caught up on that.
Oh yeah, I was very moved by the end, and just like very impressed up front and moved by the end. It was great.
Well,
all right,
no,
so
the
concert.
The boys go Great Glass Elevator to get Candace there. Turns out she's missed Jeremy's calls and thinks that she's worried that she's going to be seen as someone who flakes.
Yeah, Flake Fletcher.
And of course, and they can't let her in because of they can't let her in after the concerts began.
So basically, Bruce Campbell had an unofficial cameo.
Yes, he did.
I wish he did, but he should be again. We should be getting some Bruce Campbell tomorrow.
How's it? Really?
Well, Invincible.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's a thing. I mean, we set him up presumably that again. I don't know yet. I'm saying we had that character show up. He's supposed to be the big boss, and he's going to be in a plot line. We're getting 3 episodes of Invincible tomorrow. Presumably, in one of those 3 episodes, if that character appears again, which we were led to believe he will, we should be getting more of him. So yeah.
All right then.
Anyway, so in this Bruce Campbell, it's a lot like the Spider-Man 2 Mysterio-esque Usher. It's unconfirmed Mysterio, but let's be honest. Okay, it's Mysterio. Okay, let's be honest.
It would have been nice to see Raimi do Quentin Beck.
Yeah, it would have.
I still love and how in the Spider-Man games based on the Raimi films, he's like the guy he's kind of like the narrator.
Well, yeah, he's the gaming instructions guy at the front. Like he's like the instructional gameplay guy.
Yep, that's him.
Yep.
Spider-Man 2, the original PS2 Spider-Man 2 was, I still think, probably the best Spider-Man game.
No one gives 3 credit, man. I think 3 improved upon 2, but that's just me.
Well, I played the PS2 I played the PS2 version of Spider-Man 3. Maybe the PS3 version was better. But...
Well, no. I mean like Spider-Man 3, the PS2 game.
What I'm saying is that's what I mean. Like I played that too, and I still think 2 was better.
All right.
But that's just me. So, but as it turns out, Jeremy got stuck in traffic and he was late too.
Yep.
But
and what happens?
So they go off and actually, I'm trying to figure out how to word it. Like, are you mad? Like, not at all. I always say we can spend our time being upset, or we can choose to make most of the time together. And
she used the boys' words there.
Yep. and then Jeremy says the words.
He does.
And that Candace Flynn Fletcher is why I love you.
Yep, and I realize he just told the girl he loves her, and she's not letting him take it back.
Nope. Like,
these 2 crazy kids, I like it. They're gonna make it, Jacob.
Yep. It's like, wait, you're not gonna say it back? He's trying to get her to say it back to him, but no.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but it's confirmation. It's not just a crush. It's love.
Yep, they got a case of the lovey-doveys.
Yep. and they forget that the boys are there. It's like, she was all right. Yeah, we can take the elevator home.
Yep. Also, we let Doofenshmirtz get crushed by an elevator.
Yep. Yeah, who cares? He's fine.
Barely. He has to drink that soda for survival now.
Remember, it's empty.
Well, not anymore. Well, remember, basically, he had to pull a Better Call Saul on that one.
Oh, God.
Let's just say there's an episode of Better Call Saul where Jimmy is stranded in the desert, and he has to use a water bottle. But we're gonna move on from there.
I can kind of piece that together.
Yeah.
Probably not a solar still available.
No.
All right. So that brings us to the next episode, which is The Master of Fate. I think that was necessary. What do you think?
I'd agree.
So, So, Dragon, why don't you start us off on this one?
All right, let's see. So, we see the boys and company are unimpressed by TikTok.
Actually, no, they actually are pretty impressed with it. There's like, you think we can do better than that? And then they start doing the trick shot. Or they don't do the breakdancing.
Yeah.
Like, no, I meant the trick shot. But Buford says he can do the trick shot easy.
Yeah, throws a tennis ball.
Like, off the garden gnome, the tree, and into the birdhouse.
It ends up going into the Hadron Super Collider
Like,
next door.
which Phineas always forgets is there, apparently.
Okay, so this is still like a weird running gag that we've had.
The random Hadron Collider next door.
Yeah, because there's still no really good explanation why the heck that's there. Is it some weird random scientist, I guess, next door? What's this guy's problem?
He has a Hadron Collider.
This guy's a menace to the neighborhood. Okay, the boy stuff disappears. This guy just disappears conveniently for the episode, and then it comes back, but it endangers everyone's lives. And the fabric of reality, apparently. And it's so unguarded and so just out in the open. A tennis ball can endanger the very fabric of reality, and we need Majin Buu to eat some. The need is candy fix to undo it.
All right then.
Yeah.
It's like so.
And we need Phineas and Ferb to fuse and get really upset and grow a blonde like hedgehog mane of hair and scream to undo that.
So, Drake, what would you call their combination?
Ferbius?
Or Finnerb?
Finerb?
Depends on how they fuse, I guess. Depends on if it's at the earrings or if they do the fusion dance.
Well, they're probably doing the dance.
Yep. So in that case, well, remember, Jack, we've already seen what they kind of look like when they're fused.
That we have.
And I'm sure you never want to see that again.
No, I don't. So let's not do that.
Yeah, that was kind of nightmare fuel, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And so the Linda and Lawrence are off to go to a store called Almost Antiques because they're selling items that are only 99 years old.
God.
And next year they can sell them as official antiques. So, kind of a scheme there.
Oh yeah.
So,
very underhanded.
Oh yeah. So, Candace is in charge, conditionally like usual.
Yep.
And so there is someone missing though, Dragon, with the kids. One of the kids isn't there. Who's missing?
Irving?
Actually, no, it's Baljeet.
Yeah, you're right.
Dragon, I'm not in this. Remember, I'm not in this episode.
Good. We didn't have you in the budget. Hey, get out of here, you. We can't afford you.
All right.
You don't get paid.
All right. So Baljeet comes in wearing a strange futuristic outfit.
Well, more like a silly sorcerer's outfit.
Yep.
This Baljeet claims to be the master of fate.
That he does.
He basically has the ability to predict all the bad stuff that's going to happen, that is fated to happen, which we demonstrate with a sky chicken. not the peanut chicken.
So peanutty, you won't even taste the chicken.
Which again, you can see made on People versus Food.
It's like, I like peanuts, so that probably would taste pretty good.
Did you ever look into that Man versus the Not that got me doing the People versus Food episode?
No, not yet.
Yeah, so again, People versus Food. That's where you can find the Phineas and Ferb episode.
All right.
I'm just thinking of, this is a random thought. I'm just thinking of like Squidward like trying to get rid of like the bowl of onions for the My Little Seahorse episode.
Oh God.
Okay.
Onions, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
So they're convinced that Baljeet has become this, master of fate.
Well, they're convinced he's delusional, more accurately.
Yeah, or at least committed to the bit.
Yeah, they play along.
Yep, and his goal is to prevent a dangerous rift in space-time, and the only way to do it is to have something near impossible to happen.
Yeah.
And so they decide on a nearly impossible trick shot.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, actually, what do you think of his kind of like Geiger counter?
I like the Geiger counter.
Yeah, it was like, as long as it's in this red zone. It's like, sure thing, possible, near impossible, and impossible. It's nice. So there's something going on with Perry. So what is happening with him, Dragon?
Well, let's see. So we see that Perry is confronted by Monogram and Carl about his weakness, which is his susceptibility to traps. Because he's getting iced out of a mission because of Agent O, the otter, right?
Yep.
Agent O doesn't get trapped.
Yeah, because they say that Perry kind of stinks at escaping from trap because he keeps getting trapped.
He doesn't stink at escaping traps. He just constantly he can't avoid traps to save his life, literally.
Yep. And so
they've set up some TTT
temporary trap training truce treaty
with Doofenshmirtz.
Or the
Yeah.
Like, man, we are not good at acronyms.
So we also have so back to the boys. We have this very Rube Goldberg-esque build, which of course reminds me a lot of the breakfast machine from Pee-wee's Big Adventure,
or something out of Wallace and Gromit.
Well, true, but come on, man, it's Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, I guess. It's like so. And so do you want to go into the details about the Rube Goldberg machine, or
no, it just looked cool and just reminded me of that. And I'm expecting Mr. T cereal.
Oh yeah.
This he goes through all that and only takes like 2 bites. Like 2 bites of cereal even. Doesn't even like all this delicious looking breakfast he makes. Silly.
Yep.
Alright, so there are 2 Baljeets.
So it turns it was like, who's this handsome? What happened to your costume? Oh, who's this guy?
Double take, literally.
Oh my god. Isabel's like, oh my god. And 2 Baljeets. Yep, as it turns out, it really isn't Baljeet. What actually is the Master of Fate. That was a twist, wasn't it, Dragon?
Yes, it was.
Did you actually expect it to be Baljeet, or did you expect it to be somebody else?
I thought it was Baljeet.
Yeah, but it turns out it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
He actually is that guy. I'm trying to avoid saying it too much so we don't have to keep playing the sound effect too much.
Okay, anyway, so back to Perry. So Perry is getting trained by Doofenshmirtz, and we have the hydrate trap, which I love the hydrate trap so much. It's the little squeeze bottle, like water bottle thing that shoots out like a... just shoots out a net.
And Perry gets it twice.
I love it.
Like, wow, is that trainer that reflects more poorly on me than it does you? Is Doof a good trainer, or is he a bad trainer, or is he a good trainer?
I'd say a bad trainer.
I mean, or is he bad on purpose?
I mean, ultimately, I guess, but I don't think he did it on I don't know, maybe. Well, we saw he's capable of being a really good motivator.
Yeah, as we saw in the I forget the name of the episode. Doofersize, yeah.
So it's possible he's intentionally just training him poorly here.
Yep, I would believe that, to be honest.
All right.
It's like,
all right, so we
as it turns out, the crisis is not averted, because, well, the idea is that the previous machine was designed to succeed. And as it turns out, the only way for them to actually do a nearly impossible shot is to do nothing.
It's really funny.
Yep, just another way to do nothing.
Which reminds me again of another SpongeBob. Did Pugmire work on Club SpongeBob?
I don't think so.
Because in Club SpongeBob we have the joke where they consult the magic conch, and the magic conch basically tells them it's a pull string, and it tells them what do we do to get out of here? Nothing. So they sit there and do nothing, and they get all this food.
Oh, hail the magic conch!
There's some delicious food animation, by the way, with the feast that they have to the starving Squidward.
It's like, fall, like, as if it'll fall right out of the sky. Dude, we're falling right out of the sky!
You're gonna drop the load!
And of course, it's picnic supplies.
I love the score. Dun, 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 dun.
And actually, it was written by Walt Dorn and Mark O'Hare.
Dorn was the top story. That's how he landed Shrek. So,
yep, both working on 4 and now directing 5.
Wait, is Walt Dorn directing 5?
Yep,
that's crazy.
I believe he is.
I don't know what he was thinking with the redesign, but okay.
No idea.
Anyway,
I know he worked as like a story artist or
No. I remember he was very involved in 4, which is why Rumpelstiltskin essentially is him.
Yep. And I believe he is directing Shrek 5.
I mean, that's good for him.
Yep.
Right.
So
they sit around and do nothing, waiting for the impossible shot, which is gold.
Like, because the chances of that happening, nearly impossible.
Perfect.
And so
Perry meets up with Agent O, who is like doing like we have this is a cute stupid joke where he's doing like shaking hands and like fake out, like that's what they call him, Agent O.
Yep.
So Doofenshmirtz shows up with something really cool. He shows up with the Recap-inator. I love the design of the Recap-inator.
It's almost time he invented something like that.
Yes.
It's like the Recap-inator. It's like the most natural thing he could do at this point.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like the mech walker from Aliens.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I alone in that?
No, you're not wrong.
It looks like, and it fires like all different kinds of traps. Like it has like the nets and everything. It's one of the cool. It's like Doof in a mech suit. It's pretty dang awesome.
I love the sillies. All these traps that are mounted on this thing, and all it does is really it shoots the water bottle traps.
Oh, that is great.
Just shoots copious amounts of them, which is just funny.
It is great, and I love the. I share your love of the Recap-inator. It's like one of the coolest things he's done.
Yeah,
and it's like actually a pretty clever idea for once.
Yeah,
and to get 2 agents at once, and he's like, I'll be a number beyond 0. I haven't done the math yet.
mm-hmm.
I'll be a number 0, or agent. I'll be a number 0. There really isn't an agent a number 0, is there? Not in this show, anyway.
No, not in this show.
No, but there is one in Kids Next Door.
And we have an agent. We have an Agent O, so kind of.
And I swear that is still like one of the biggest reveals in the history in the entire show.
Yeah.
Of who exactly Agent 0 is.
Yeah. And who Agent 0 is related to.
2 of them, 2 people, as a matter of fact. Let's just say that Nigel Uno has a very strange family tree.
Yes, he does. Well, you've seen his treehouse.
Yep. I mean, that movie's been out for. I mean, that movie's been like 20 years now.
I don't know.
Like close to it.
Not close to 20, but yeah, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, I know it just dropped on Tubi, but I'm sure.
Know what? It might if it came out. Actually, there's actually You might be right. It might actually be right on the nose of 20, because if it came out in 06, then it would be 20.
Yeah, it came out in 2006.
Really?
Yep, exactly. Apparently,
Oh, there you go. So you're right on the money.
August 11th, 2006.
I was thinking the show, but you're right. Towards the end of the show with the movie. So yeah, it would have been ended in 06. So yeah, because technically, Kids Next Door is 6 seasons, and the movie.
Yeah, but it takes place like between 5 and 6.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, right after Operation It.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we should do that. That's another thing we have to add to the list this year. It seems.
Yeah, that's the thing. But the question is, like, do we cover the whole show or just the movie? Anyway, we're gonna move on.
Yes, but it's like so. Once again, the show proves that people are very bad at noticing things.
Yeah.
Because what should we do about that? Then it turns out the rift is on the other side of their fence and sucking things up. Wow, and Phineas even points out, like, wow, we are really bad at noticing things on that side of the yard. They don't notice the Hadron Collider, and they don't notice a giant rift, which I earlier called a vortex. I don't know if there's a difference between those two. Dragon, do you know if there's a difference between a rift and a vortex?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so vortex. You said rift, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so vortex basically it's vortex is close to like a black hole, and it's sucking things in. It's like violently. It'll kind of like it's almost like an inverted tornado.
All right.
A rift is just it's just like a tear in space time.
All right, I get that's what I thought.
So you could argue the thing starts off as a rift, but when it starts sucking, it kind of grows into a vortex. You could argue it kind of transformed. Like a rift is like the starting,
All right, that's what I thought.
Like a rift is. Let me put it this way: a rift is kind of like a black hole kind of functions in one of two ways. If you get close enough to a black hole, it kind of sucks you in, hence the black hole kind of quality. But in essence, it's kind of it's not just a rip in space time, but it's basically it's kind of just this, it's an opening. It's basically what a rift is. A rift is just kind of like an opening in the space time, or that would like a time dilation of sorts, but it's not like gonna suck. When it sucks you in, it's more vortex like. That's what a vortex does.
So they're used interchangeably, but they're not actually truly interchangeable.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's more of a it's ultimately a vortex, but it kind of grew into a vortex.
All right, that makes sense. And who says you can't learn anything watching this show?
Yeah.
Well, like I didn't know the exact specifics, but now I learned something.
Yeah.
So
there might be some semantics I'm leaving out there, but overall, that's essentially what it is. There probably is a fancier way to put what a rift is, but essentially, yeah.
Well, you provided a good Cliff Notes version, and I can appreciate that.
There you go.
So. But so Perry manages to trick Doofenshmirtz by giving him a water bottle.
Yeah, he falls for it and he ends up trapped and hits self-destruct button.
And Monogram and Carl finally realize that Perry allows himself to get trapped.
Sure, he does. What do you think? Do you think actually doing it? Because Perry again shrugs off, but do you think Perry's just saving face there?
I think at that point it is just saving face.
Mm-hmm.
Because we saw what happened in the last episode.
I do love the idea. Perry Plavis is so good at all this stuff, but like the one weakness is that he does get trapped very easily, like a lot.
Yep, sometimes he is capable of avoiding the traps, but more often than not, and you've seen he does manage to escape from almost seemingly impossible things. But
yeah, I mean the important thing is he gets out of the trap. That's the important thing.
Yep. So. I think he's getting some undue credit there. But he is still good, and he's good. He may not be the best at avoiding traps, but he's the best at getting out of them. Which even Agent O respects. And they even did the handshake, for real. And so, Dragon, what happens with the ball?
So the ball it goes on quite a wild ride, and Norm is playing ball with his fake dad, fake Doofenshmirtz.
Yep, using a what's those things called, like the batting,
like a pitching machine.
Pitching machine, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the right word.
So it begins this kind of Rube Goldberg thing, kind of saves the day, where you have like the miracle tennis ball shot.
Yep. And then like it falls into the collider, shoots out, lands on the cup, and then goes in.
Mm-hmm.
And does closing the rift.
Yep.
Because it was nearly impossible.
I love that Candace was actually trying to bust them to save their lives, too, in this case.
Yeah, but then it looks like she was just getting them in trouble for playing with a cup.
Yep.
And then when Doof lands back lands with Norm, it's like, you don't make time for me. Norm's a bit salty there, isn't he?
Yeah, it's deserved.
Yeah, it kind of is.
All right, so then the Baljeet of Fate. He, his whole exit strategy is going to take the bus.
Yep, like, fate will find a way.
That's the bus, and he avoids a sky chicken.
Yep. Apparently, he's heading to Fresno. Apparently, the Master of Fate is heading to Fresno.
Yeah.
And Houston.
Well, apparently, Monsters vs. Aliens was on to something.
Yep. Houston, we are not sending you another chicken. we forgot to explain why the chicken fell.
Yeah, because an astronaut somehow, almost like a construction worker, is having his lunch outside in the vacuum of space.
Like on
and not just that, he's having a full chicken.
Rotisserie chicken.
A full rotisserie chicken. Not even like a wing or something. The full bird.
And he's on top of like the International Space Station or just a satellite.
Yeah.
And he just drops it. and it almost crushes a Bellot.
Yeah.
And then it almost crushed the Master of Fate. And it's like, Houston, we're not sending you another chicken.
Yeah.
So that's where the NASA's money is going. They're sending chickens to that guy.
Then there was another version where he had General Zod and company just eating the chicken. Like, thank you, Houston. Eating the chicken.
That sounds funny.
Because they're the ones who could eat that chicken in the vacuum of space.
Yeah, you could. But not a random astronaut.
No, not that guy.
Like, what are like so during? How would you go about eating a whole chicken in space?
Well, I'd die if I did that. I have to be inside to do that.
Well, clearly that guy found a way.
I guess the only way he could. Well, that makes no sense though. I was gonna say like invert the sleeve somehow, but probably not.
Yeah, not a good idea.
No.
It's like that's
maybe it's just a foodie. Maybe it's just he wants to look at it and appreciate it, and it'll feed the soul versus the belly.
Well, that explains why I haven't been able to send any men to the moon. They're sending chickens to that guy.
Well, yeah.
They're too busy sending whole chickens to an astronaut who keeps dropping them to the ground.
Yeah.
I love how Buford was actually eating the sky chicken.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's free chicken.
Yeah, I mean, would you eat chicken that just got burnt to a crisp falling through the atmosphere?
Well, maybe he likes the dark meat.
Yep. I mean, it's extra crispy.
Yep.
It's not original recipe. It's extra crispy.
That's a Space Jam reference, isn't it?
Well, it's actually a KFC reference, but
oh well, more or less.
But it was referenced by Space Jam. Did you order original recipe or extra crispy? But I was specifically referencing Space Jam, but apparently that is a reference to KFC.
That is another anniversary this year, you realize, right?
Like, which one?
Space Jam.
No, which number?
What? Oh, come on, the first one.
Which anniversary is it?
Oh, I thought. Well, it should be. God, is it? Wait.
If it's 96,
yeah, I think it's 30 years. Yeah.
30s. All right.
I was thinking 30 years. I don't know. It felt like it was being talked out of. Like, wait, is it not 30 years?
I didn't know. I was just wondering. I guess I didn't remember when it came out. But now but then I thought about it for a moment. I'm like, oh wait, it'd be 30 years.
Yeah.
Have we not done anything on Space Jam?
I mean, I checked, but I don't believe we have, but I'm not sure.
Well, I guess we can add that to the list too.
I looked it up. I didn't see it, but I don't know.
I guess we could do that too.
All right.
We did Roger Rabbit. I guess we could do Space Jam. Well, but that's a maybe. All right, so thank you, Bahak, and Eli briefly for joining us, and be sure to join us next week for the season 5 finale, Vendpocalypse, the musical. Good night, everybody.